Shmai and Croeso, welcome to a brand new season of FC Cymru. For the 24-25 season, we are back. We're back with Helen Ward, and we are back with the FAW McDonald's Grassroots Awards, which is one of my favourite nights of the year. Celebrating all the wonderful work that's in grassroots football. There'll be tears tonight, there'll be pride, and it is such a special evening, isn't it?
Oh, it's fantastic. I think for me to be invited again, I've been to a number of these awards, and every year it gets more and more special. I think from outside the game, maybe grassroots is a little bit undervalued and a little bit underestimated, but people in that room and the people in football in general know how important it is. You ask any player at the elite level about a story from how they got into football, it always comes down to grassroots, and this is the game. This is the game, the heart of the game, and it's wonderful to celebrate these fantastic people. Brilliant.
We will be meeting some of the winners this evening, of course, but we also are going to be showing you a few other bits and pieces. So we have coming up on the show, we have a FAW Roadshow. So during the summer, the FAW head around the country. We'll be showing you exactly why they do that. We'll be looking at Craig Bellamy's first month or so in charge of Wales. Look, we've all seen Bella's ball in action, all got very excited at the way they played the last time. But have you seen them out and about around the country? Well, you will this evening. We'll be catching up with that. And of course, Rhian, Wilkinson and the girls have a huge game at the end of this month, don't they, Helen? It's fantastic, exciting times.
It is, it's really exciting, double-headed, two-legged playoff against Slovakia. It's something that we've not been a part of before, so it's a new experience. The girls are in a really good place, and the only disappointing thing is we've lost Sophie Ingle to that terrible knee injury, and we wish her well, but I think the girls want to go and qualify in her place, and yeah, really exciting times to come.
Absolutely. Well, Rhian went down to Pontia recently, so we will find out all about that. But let's get inside first. Winners from Undy. Mark, listen, congratulations. How does it feel? Because when we came to visit you, I think one of our team was so blown away by what they saw there and what you guys have created at Undy. But it's so important for those children to have somewhere to go and play on a Saturday.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic from our point of view. We offer the McDonald's Fun Football, we do the Girls Huddle, which are both on Saturday mornings, but more recently we put autism and disability friendly sessions in play as well, and that's the one you saw when you came, and it's just fantastic that it's brilliant that the children want to come. To be honest, a lot of them don't have the confidence to go to any other type of session. It's a unique session we have, there's no real structure, it is very much what the children want to do. There's lots of activities around there, and the coaches just go with the flow. The really good news is that I don't have a problem getting coaches to give up their Saturday mornings for it, because it's so rewarding for the coaches as well as the children that without a doubt benefit massively.
I know, I come from the Chepstow area, so I sort of know the work you guys do there, and I know how much is needed in the area. What would your advice be to somebody out there that maybe was thinking, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to set this up?
I think you just got to start fairly slowly, but just understand and build up a partnership as well. So with the autism and disability for us, I know a lady by the name of Tracy Rowlands, who's the Ready Steady Go charity manager, and so just talk to her about how can we do this, how could we integrate it into our sort of portfolio of things that we do, and then by having that sort of link with those people and the people she deals with, we managed to just take it off as a trial for a couple of weeks, try it out, see if it worked, and when it did work, we then built on it for the year. So yeah, I think a bit of partnership, and don't be afraid, just try it, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You've lost nothing, but if it does, you'll get the real benefits of the success of it.
Oh, I can see how much it means to you as well. Well, listen, congratulations, fantastic work. But look, going around the country this summer, the FAW hold road shows around the country, and it's all for grassroots clubs, and actually to teach you kind of guys out there how you can provide for your community and be part of your community. So let's find a little bit more about that.
We spent 12 months actually consulting with the grassroots football family, lots of public consultation events and online surveys to really try and find out what the frustrations and the challenges were at in the game. So about, I think it was February of this year, we launched the FAW's very first grassroots strategy entitled Enhancing Lives Through Football, which is a real nod to the impact that football can make on an individual's life, and it's not all about what happens on the pitch. These roadshow events are fantastic, an opportunity to meet with people who are working at the coalface, our volunteers who are the lifeblood of the game. You know, literally having conversations with them, again, about things that they think are important, and our listening ear is really important.
It's an opportunity for us to share knowledge, but also an opportunity for us to actually meet people, get out there, engage, build those relationships, build those foundations, so really invaluable.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been a good event. It's very informative, lots of information from the guys. Great information about the funding that's available and stuff like that in the local area, and future plans. Was really interested in that side of it. So.
It was really good actually, because there's some bits that I didn't really know before. So for me as a secretary, it's just really helpful to get the information and just find out who I need to contact in different situations.
And it was quite useful then to meet with people after to discuss sort of questions that you want to have about finding information and where you need to go through it. So I thought it was a really useful event.
Yeah, I mean, there's things that we've covered tonight that obviously I'd come with an agenda for myself and for the club and for the community, but there's things that's opened the door as well in terms of, you know, the education side, grants that are available to get people to do the, you know, the qualifications, because if you improve the qualifications, you're improving the coaching, you're improving the standard, and it all just lifts up then.
The funding opportunities that we didn't realise were available are things that we can look into again, definitely, and see if there's anything that we can add to our club from there.
There's so much that goes into running an organisation. There's lots of day-to-day challenges, operational challenges, so just lots of questions basically, but that's ultimately part of why we're here on these evenings. Is to support, is to answer those questions. So, you know, as far as we're concerned, ask away.
There's a lot that's built into that strategy that hopefully answers, so, you know, a lot of the challenges that are in the game.
So I'm here with Evie Flanagan, our Young Volunteer of the Year. Congratulations. How do you feel on this special night? Can you tell us a little bit about how we got to this point?
Very shocked. So at Broughton United, I coach the under-7 girls teams, and I help out with the huddle, which is for girls any age. They can like show up and just have a bit of, it's basically just a training session. You could have never kicked a ball ever in your life, or you could be coming back into the game, it doesn't matter.
Amazing, and obviously we heard a little bit from you in there about how you want to become a coach in the future. How do you see this moment here shaping that?
I think it'll definitely help a lot, and I'll try my very best, and that's all I can do really, isn't it?
Well, a big congratulations again, you've been fantastic, and the shock on your face when your name was announced was a picture in itself, so congratulations again.
Thank you.
And very well deserved.
Thank you.
So it's going to come around quickly. End of October, Rhian Wilkinson and her team, the Cymru women's national team, have got a big playoff game against Slovakia. She headed down to visit Pontier, who are bringing a whole host of fans along to the game.
There's no nerves for the upcoming playoffs. I'm just really excited. We are in front of our home fans in the game. We know exactly what we need to do in order to get through to the last round of qualification. I truly think with the momentum this team has been garnering and what they've been doing on the field and the brand and style of football they've been playing, that we're going to get a massive crowd out to watch really probably once in a generation type players on the field representing their country. It's a privilege to play at home. Having a home crowd, that noise, that energy, that Welsh national anthem is huge. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Coming to clubs like this where huge support is being generated. So I think there's 60, 70 young people coming from just this club to come support the senior women's team is massive. Playing at home and hearing that energy gives such a boost to the player. You might not know, but it just feels incredible. So really big thank you from me, but also from the team. All right, you guys want to come with me? Well done, just jog back.
To be able to, get to a game so affordably and see some of those great players that are playing in the WSL in America and all around the world, I think it's absolutely brilliant. Hopefully they've got dreams of being there one day themselves.
I would recommend going to an international game because it opens your eyes and lets you know how different it is from watching it on the telly, because you don't get that sort of like chill going through your body when everyone's singing, having a good time, no one's arguing or anything like that. It's lovely.
I find it really inspiring. It helps me look at what I need to improve on in football. The fact that the girls can see what they can aspire to be is just an amazing thing, and that's what we're all about.
It's such good value for money. To be able to buy a ticket, I think it's £8 for an adult and around about £3 for a child to go there. I mean, you won't get a better day out. It's a great atmosphere there.
The game has changed dramatically because of these women representing their country, wearing that badge. And now you think of how many young people are going to come to that game and be inspired by them and hopefully drive it on even more here in Wales, because I think we're only just scratching the surface of where we'll be in the next 10 years.
Well, welcome back and welcome backstage. And we're here with Paul and Gemma with the Special Recognition Award. And Paul, do you want to tell us first of all why Alex has won this and tell us a little bit about Alex?
Right, so Alex has been brought up around football, like I said in previous communications, since the age of 6. Unfortunately, 25th of November 2023, Alex committed suicide. Like I say, our world ended that day. So we found out days after what he was doing for the community. He'd actually gone out and helped people. He never told anyone, he just went out and done it. So we decided to carry his work on. But our football community, especially Red Lion, they're forever doing stuff, raising money. To date, I think is close on 200 people have gone for help since Alex. But this started simply because people started knocking our doors and contacting us, wondering what they were going to do now, because Alex wasn't with us. And a lot of people felt guilty because he wasn't here. Yeah. And they were. But we've just dealt with that and said, well look, let's just carry it on, and that's what we decided to do, Jem, didn't we? It is hard for us, I've lost a best friend. She's lost her best brother. Family, but something positive is coming out of this. We are not going to sit down and leave this beat us. As long as people are getting the help they need, I'm happy.
And your message to people out there that are at a club that maybe want to put this in place or put something in place to help, help others?
So if I rang Darren at 4:05 tonight, somebody will be in touch with you the following morning or that night. You will go into immediate therapy. 2 days when you're in. 1 day some people are, and they go straight in. He puts them in with, he's opening a suite over in his place over in Aberdeen now. It's called the #Meek6 Suite. So it's all to do with sport. There's so many people struggling out there, and one message I always put across in all the videos that I do on social media: it's okay not to be okay.
Absolutely.
But we've got to get that out there. Absolutely. Because if we don't, the biggest killer in men under the age of 45 is suicide. We need to adjust that. We need to stop it. Don't know how, but if we don't try, we'll never know, will we? No. But the community in Merthyr, I can't thank them enough. They've been brilliant, haven't they?
Wonderful.
Absolutely fantastic.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your story with us as well. Let's watch a bit of Alex's VT and the award winning and find out all about these guys and the work that they're doing. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Alex has been around football from the age of 6. He went on to play for Wales at 14, where he received his Welsh cap.
For me, Alex was just such a nice person in general. He was a football coach. He was my football coach.
I've known Alex for the last, say, 20 years.
He's been around football for quite some time. He was a very quiet guy, very passionate about what he did.
And he ended up here in my patch, which is Hillgerrig, a small village on the western side of the valley. And he started coaching the mini section there with his father. and to a great success. Now we've got 400 children playing in this facility, which is fantastic.
But then he had this burning passion about girls football, so he introduced it, and we haven't looked back.
He brought me in with all the football boys and he treated me fairly and equally like everyone else, and that's just the type of person he was.
Around 2 years ago, Alex was struggling with his mental health. He couldn't access services in the South Wales area.
I think in the last 3 months, there's 2 or 3 people in this area have committed suicide. Alex took his own life. I'm not ashamed to tell anyone that.
Since Alex's passing, in his memory, over £30,000 has been raised by the family and friends of Alex.
When he was alive, you know, he was the life and soul of the football club. Kids loved him. You know, he drew all the children to him like a Pied Piper.
Alex made me a better person and developed me to be the player I am today.
Kind, caring, loving, respectful, just generally nice guy.
The Red Line here now is one of the biggest teams in South Wales. You know, if you see outside there now, there's under 4s going up to under 12s. And I think it's getting into the youngsters early, saying that if you've got if you feel not well and you've got these thoughts, speak about it. You know what I mean? So the worst thing you do is hold it in.
He's paid the ultimate price, and now people are coming forward to get that help. And we're using football, the community, just to get the word out. And we have got it out there, you know.
I'm joined by Matty Jones, the Cymru Under-21s men's international manager. Matty, it's our annual reunion here. I see you every year at these awards, but what a fantastic evening. What does it mean to you to be here?
It's incredible, Helen. What brings me here is you, as you mentioned. It brings us together every 12 months. But it's a remarkable evening that recognises the hard work, the dedication that people put into their roles come the grassroots level, and we all know how important that is because it's the foundation, it's the start of everyone's journey. It's remarkable to hear some of the stories this evening, really touching at times as well. But we all know what those individuals have done to us as former players as well, and the importance that the part they play in our football careers.
Yeah.
You know, I remember just particularly one grassroots coach of mine that, you know, showed me the art of preparing, and by failing to prepare, you're preparing yourself to fail. You know, it's a standard and most basic thing, but I remember going to a trial after this message and my laces snapped, and luckily because of the promoting of taking spare boots and laces and shin pads and all this thing he generated amongst the environment, I managed to have a spare pair of laces. And I always look back at that moment being pivotal in my career, because I may have not played in that trial game and it may have not given me the opportunity to further my career.
Yeah, amazing. And it's going to turn to a very important game that you've got coming up with the Under-21s. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, that's right, and I suppose it's a cry out to the red wall. I suppose we've really focused in the local community of Newport because we play our home games at Rodney Parade. We've engaged with schools and the local community in terms of getting bums on seats, and we've had great success. But I think my call out is really to the red wall, because, you know, after our game the seniors go on to play Iceland. For those travelling fans not going to Iceland, it's a plea to you to come and support us at Rodney Parade on Friday the 11th, 5:30 against Czech Republic. It's that push, it's the extra margin, as you know, Hells, that they can really support us in what is a pivotal game in our campaign.
Feeling confident?
Really am, yeah. I've spoke to the players about managing pressure and being prepared and making sure that we capitalise on every opportunity because of the strengths we've got. The next camp is all about managing expectation, because there is, you know, that exposure now, the hype around the game, and we've got to be consolidated with that, knowing what works for us, so nothing changes. We stick to the same principles, we go through the same processes, and hopefully we'll have that little bit of luck that's needed in big games like this as well.
Amazing, and good luck. We've all been introduced to Bella's ball on the pitch, but what we haven't seen is that Craig Bellamy has been very busy for the last month or so going around the local community, so let's catch up and see what he's been up to.
Croeso, reolwr newydd Cymru, Craig Bellamy.
Part of this role for me is the importance, say we talk off the pitch, grassroots is massive for me. being able to travel the country as well as do as many talks and as many Q&As as I can for local communities, local clubs to be able to raise money, to be able to put back into the community for younger teams and kids to be able to play football. I believe that's a huge responsibility on me. So I see longevity of football development in our game where I have to play a big part.
Being Welsh, I have to understand being Welsh, what it means, where am I from. The most important people to have come from our country means a lot to me. We're a small country. We have a lot of people who've been successful from our country. There are no limits in life, so whatever you want to achieve, you'll be able to do it because people from our country have gone on and achieved some incredible things.
I wanted to see as much of Wales as I can, so I've set like a 4-year period of seeing as much of the country as I can. Even a drive up, I made sure we went through Wales, so I got to see like just bits I've never really would see, and it does surprise you, doesn't it, the beauty, you know what I mean? It's like stunning, stunning.
Can I play for Wales when I'm older?
When I took over this role, I wanted to reconnect myself with the country. It's so important for me because I just feel I've just moved and never found that quite a home. This is my home, this is where I'm from. This was my calling, this was meant to be. Okay, is it too romantic or?
And there we go. Helen, well, that wraps up a beautiful evening at the Grassroots Awards, and fantastic. I mean, seeing some of those award winners up there, it was really heartwarming, wasn't it?
Oh, it's amazing, and to see their faces when their names get announced, you know, I always think that's so funny. Like, they come here for a nice evening, all of a sudden they're up on stage and collecting really well-deserved awards. You know, there's some really heartwarming, heartbreaking, fantastic, inspirational stories, but every single one of them really worthy winners. And yeah, it's such an honour to be a part of it.
I loved Evie's face when you were speaking to her earlier. She was blown away, wasn't she?
She was, but that's what it's about, isn't it? And as I said on stage, they don't do it for the recognition, but it's fantastic to give them the opportunity to go up there and accept, as I said, a really well-deserved award.
Absolutely. Well, listen, thank you very much for watching the first FC Cymru of the series. One last request, go and buy a ticket to go and watch Slovakia and cheer the women on in their playoff, right?
100%. Let's try and break that attendance record and really get behind the girls.
Absolutely. So close to the Euros, so close. Listen, we'll see you all soon. Take care now. Bye.